Hi, Shrey.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had
Today's docket hits every nerve. Probation math, felony exposure, interstate extradition, and two very different DWI realities. The judge is probing a key question. Can a past intoxication assault with 10 years probated later turbocharge punishment ranges? Then we pivot to Gillis, an alleged $780,000 theft by deception, a DHS flight risk flag, and a fresh postpartum breastfeeding issue in custody. Meanwhile, another defendant trades an enhancement for a short stint and a license suspension. Watch how discretion, public safety, and due process collide in real time. Where does mercy end and accountability begin? Stay with me, because the next few minutes decide how far the system bends or snaps.
here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you that.
Well, no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving
Sure.
the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log with, all right, give it to the court. All the times he had gone, he'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he was Torres, and Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge. Yes, sir. Be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no. For enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on. But stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't know anything. All right? Okay,
you, Judge.
Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
So serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old, same old. We're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So, Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So, this one will be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that. An international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't
Want
know.
the
but I can
bond?
check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait? Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions.
For Christopher Torres, the court's message is both precise and blunt. 50 days in jail, a 1-year license suspension, and fees waived because he's going straight into custody. This isn't a reward, it's a final warning. Legally, here's the nuance the judge drilled into. That prior intoxication assault, 10 years probated, cannot enhance punishment ranges if the probation was successfully completed. But prosecutors can still treat it as a prior for jurisdictional structuring. Translation: if Torres picks up another DWI, he's staring at a 3rd-degree felony with 2 to 10 years on the table, and narrative context only gets uglier. The judge's line, "This weekend, 3 people died," anchors the stakes to community safety, not courtroom rhetoric. Question for you: is this calibrated deterrence? Clear consequences plus a stern on-record warning? Or do addiction patterns bulldoze even the strongest judicial lecture? Would mandatory treatment alongside custody have changed the risk calculus here?
Transactions caused a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1, H2B, something about H visa. And her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about. I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll
crazy.
reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what we-
insane.
Yeah, I know
But,
it sucks.
Like
And
6
that can
days
have
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child. Okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1 month old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
For the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not
call.
only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me
Do
see.
you go back and forth? You can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and I also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah. I worked in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth. And I also do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow because I don't think it's, wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or do you just think because she's on a flight now?
I don't
know.
I only
That's
get,
why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. I don't know what's got the trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an accident right now, but because she's on a visa in terms of what they just said to her.
This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm willing
Because then
to,
ICE is going to put a hold on her.
that's what I mean. It's like, I'm
ICE is
willing.
going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a
If she-
hold-
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right. I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with
Okay,
Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm going to have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Yes, sure.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea.
The Gillis segment flips courtroom tone from spreadsheets to human triage. The state cites a Pennsylvania case with 6 alleged transactions totaling $780,000, a DHS international flight risk tag, and an arrest on a connecting flight. Defense counters: routine work travel on valid visitor/H2 status, a U.S. citizen father, and a newborn delivered January 30th, 2025, plus limited access to a breast pump in custody. The judge threads a needle. No instant PR bond, but also no rubber stamping of flight risk without evidence. Instead, verification first. Prove the travel history, clarify DHS's basis, then decide. That's the tension between extradition caution and humane treatment obligations. Engagement check. In an out-of-state warrant context, would you hold her without bond pending verification or craft a monitored release if the documentation checks out, especially given the lactation and infant care needs? Where's your line between risk management and basic dignity?
Plea. You're on.
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI? Is it a true first?
Is it true first?
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on. That's why I was, got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record as of today. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver search.
I'm going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Said? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case, it's
old, yeah.
no, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseum last time. So,
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
thanks. Thank you. All right. 5,002 on both. Is this the one
From last week,
Did you
yeah.
get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation packet.
Just due to the accident and the details of the driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's so there was multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think? Have you spoken to them or no?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there.
For
And
Christopher Torres, the court's message is both precise and blunt. 50 days in jail, a 1-year license suspension, and fees waived because he's going straight into custody. This isn't a reward, it's a final warning. Legally, here's the nuance the judge drilled into. That prior intoxication assault, 10 years probated, cannot enhance punishment ranges if the probation was successfully completed. But prosecutors can still treat it as a prior for jurisdictional structuring. Translation: if Torres picks up another DWI, he's staring at a third-degree felony with 2 to 10 years on the table, and narrative context only gets uglier. The judge's line, "This weekend, 3 people died," anchors the stakes to community safety, not courtroom rhetoric. Question for you: is this calibrated deterrence? Clear consequences plus a stern on-record warning? Or do addiction patterns bulldoze even the strongest judicial lecture? Would mandatory treatment alongside custody have changed the risk calculus here?
report out there, and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday. Subpoena the off, well,
I mean, you're judging, if we don't have this by then,
I mean, yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This has been an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it? What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes they may have a different offense report number. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name and badge number, but we don't have access to that. we just pull it up by the office report. I've seen that in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was at trial where, you just don't know where the body came from.
Okay. I mean, I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
I mean, it's been,
It's been
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge.
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's gonna do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's,
Okay.
okay.
Can I wait my client's appearance though? Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Hi. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on two cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll for tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise.
You
And
think
he didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases?
Neil?
Why is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It shows that he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
Yeah, but Anthem separate by us. So we make sure you get.
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him a 7-day setting. I don't know.
And then you need another shirt on
White.
They just had to get the yeah, I just.
So what's probably going to happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's got what, Judge?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally. Okay. I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be here. Okay.
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you, Judge.
Hey, I
I am approaching on an off-docket matter.
Okay.
This is for, cause number is 2535421.
Ms. Treadwell.
Ms. Treadwell.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we are close to getting a agreement. However, I wanted to revisit, Your Honor, on
No.
this. Well,
No. I know what you're going to do.
No, Your Honor. It's more so of, we're not trying to get out of inpatient. That's not what she's trying to do. Okay, she's been working with the WHO Santa Maria for the past 2 months now, and they've been sending me all letters and everything. I just had not had a chance to send it to state. They offer the type of facility that you can bring her children, and that is much more so what we would want to do.
I don't know. Did they recommend Hue?
They did.
I'm okay with Hue.
So,
From my understanding, Santa Maria is for small children, pregnant, she's pregnant or.
no, but she has a small 3-year-old, and she's 3 years old. And she's 3 years old, autistic.
The
You know,
Gillis
she,
segment flips courtroom tone from spreadsheets to human triage. The state cites a Pennsylvania case with 6 alleged transactions totaling $780,000, a DHS international flight risk tag, and an arrest on a connecting flight. Defense counters: routine work travel on valid visitor/H2 status, a U.S. citizen father, and a newborn delivered January 30th, 2025, plus limited access to a breast pump in custody. The judge threads a needle. No instant PR bond, but also no rubber stamping of flight risk without evidence. Instead, verification first. Prove the travel history. Clarify DHS's basis, then decide. That's the tension between extradition caution and humane treatment obligations. Engagement check. In an out-of-state warrant context, would you hold her without bond pending verification or craft a monitored release if the documentation checks out, especially given the lactation and infant care needs? Where's your line between risk management and basic dignity?
autistic. You know, she is.
I'm okay with Hue Santa Maria. I'm
Okay, you're okay with WHO Santa Maria. Okay, there we go. That's what we do.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to know so fast.
No. I want to make sure that it doesn't, if they're okay with the Santa Maria, I'm okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good deal.
totally.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is what you were asking?
Yes.
It's just,
Michael?
Mr. Anthony Lopez,
Yeah,
it seems like he needs to pay out of pocket 1,500.
okay.
So could we get 30 days, Your Honor?
Once time served.
Yes.
How much do you want?
30 days.
I'm not going to do 30 days. This case is 210 days old. I mean, this should have done a long time ago. I'll give him a couple weeks, but Michael, that's
Sure.
right. So here's the deal. You got to understand that the business that we're in, we don't trust people, right?
Understand.
We got to have the stuff up front because we've been burned plenty of times. So if that's the route that you want to do, take the time served, you have to pay restitution first. Can you generate the bill if you don't mind? That
Yes,
way
it's
we-
already generated.
We can give you the bill to you. I will give you 2 weeks. The case is 210 days old, so I'm not giving you much time. I'll give you 2 weeks. If you've got it paid, great. If you don't, we can do a probation and then you can pay it as while you're going on the probation. So don't stress. If you don't have it, then, don't do anything you shouldn't do, right?
Yes, sir.
At the worst is the worst, we can always do it through a probation. Okay? You got 2 weeks.
I can get it done.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then I have Mr. Louis Lemus, Your Honor. We submitted a mitigation packet. Ashley's waiting to see if he has proof for college before she makes a decision. Could I get a week or so?
I mean, all he has to do is get proof of college, right?
Yeah.
Literally,
I
that's
don't-
something that you can just pull up on your phone and email. I'll give you till Monday.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier. Do you have a lawyer today?
So I do not.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
So
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
yes, sir. Just doing the work.
Okay.
Taking care of my
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it.
children.
Please. Thanks.